Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and woo, this is quite the day. We are over 2 trillion, up 6.6% in the last 24 hours, and of that total volume, 13% is tied up in DeFi. Bitcoin is over 48,000. It has a dominance of 43%. And if you look in the top 100, it's just pure green. I mean, almost every coin is in a major gain. Quant, just $8 shy of hitting 200, but it doesn't matter what you look at. Dogecoin, Algo, Tezos, Zilliqa, XLM, Hedera, XRP, Galacoin. They're all just beautifully going in the right direction. VeChain up 12%, Zinfin, XDC up 16%, and the project that is just stealing the show is Cardano. ADA is up 20%, over $2.50. I think everybody is very, very hopeful that the smart contracts will be live starting September 12th. So altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum big time. This is an alt run. This is what it feels like. Even Cardano took that third position by market cap. I know a lot of people don't think that matters, but you know, when you are looking at the big picture, yeah, sometimes it kind of matters. All right, I just occasionally take this out to take a look at it. It's a report that came out from the Satis Research Group in 2018, led by Emma Channing, who is now with the Ethereum Trust, taking care of regulatory compliance. Yeah, she should feel a bit uncomfortable right now. This is when she projected that ADA, XLM, and XRP were basically going to zero. I just can't help pulling this out on days like today. And I will probably stash it away, bring it back out for the year 5 projection, which will be in 2023, when she said that XRP would be 0.01, that XLM would be 0.02, and ADA would be 0.001. How wrong can you be? All right, I am looking at Lathan's beautiful frozen live action shot of XRP transactions. This is the globe when Hyobi fired like crazy as the short positions got squeezed. It's beautiful. If you are into this kind of XRP transactions live, you want to go onto the site 3xrp.dev. It totally entertains me. I think you'll find it equally entertaining. And then by now, I do believe everybody knows that Jay Clayton joined Fireblocks on the advisory board. And this company, Fireblocks, is a solid company. It's very good. They are very good at what they do. They just raised $310 million at the end of July. I'm sorry to see that. I think they've bruised their brand a bit by bringing him on. But what you really need to know is that this company is moving big time into payments as a service. 500 plus financial institutions that they have. They provide this $5 flat fee in 5 seconds, a settlement network which executes with the stablecoin. That is part of their workflow. And they even plug that in to DeFi for yield. I want to just read you this one portion here where it says the speed, convenience, and programmability stablecoins offer is a clear improvement over the SWIFTs of the world, especially for businesses exchanging repeated payments. So don't think that this company is just doing custody. This makes it even look more suspicious that he moved to this company. As of August 20th, effective immediately, a new policy. All users will be required to complete the intermediate verification level to trade or withdraw on Binance. This is CZ getting up to par on his regulatory compliance. And I just have no doubt he's going to get over everything that they are hoping he will do because, well, I just know from watching him over the years, he's not going to fail. And Binance US, by the way, is expecting a reputable investor funding round coming very soon. That was reported on Friday. So I think CZ is going to stay on top. And if you want to see what I mean by being on top, take a look at Crypto Compare. You can see that he has 24% of the market share when it comes to trading Bitcoin globally with the stablecoin Tether. This is the Tether Bitcoin, the most common pairing there is. He owns it. He owns it. And if you even look at where Coinbase is, it doesn't even show up until you get into the ranking of number 32. So I think CZ will do whatever it takes to keep on top. And Coinbase, wow, following Michael Saylor, putting 500 million into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other crypto as by way of the treasury. Pretty amazing. And then BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, 9 trillion under their management. They are going deep into allocating for the mining companies. Yeah, just starting off with 383 million to start, but it's quite interesting when you think that the BIS said just 4 years ago that crypto would never become mainstream. How wrong were they? It just, you just have to really learn when you're in this space that the so-called experts out there are not experts at all. All right, there are 3 years of data on XRP for the social sentiment, a metric that tracks the mentions. And it's developed by an algorithm and measures positive and negative shares. This tool is available on Sentiment. Sentiment is great. Dino and Brian were on the channel just 2 days ago, and I've pulled out another clip. This is really giving you some advice to keep grounded when you're in the middle of this emotional trading environment. I think it's great advice, and this works for every project out there, so it is very much relevant. Have a listen.
Over the normal average, that is an extreme that is likely going to lead to a big correction because too many people are getting euphoric, and you don't want to buy into the crowd perception that everything is going to the moon. If everybody believes simultaneously that something is going to the moon, generally the opposite occurs. If everyone thinks something is going to plummet to zero, unless there's some objective reason why that would actually be true, usually the opposite happens and things soar. Like we saw, the biggest extreme was probably recently, just a couple months ago, where we were starting to get close to -1 standard deviation, which is, the lowest we've been in the last 2 years. The price bottomed out just a few days after it hit that. It kind of stayed flat as the negative perception reigned, and then boom, we took off while it was in the negative. So if you're buying into people's fear here, you're going to be rewarded more times than not. And if you're buying into people's euphoria, you're going to get burned more times than not. So this is one of our favorite graphs, and regardless of the asset you look at, it's going to be a pretty helpful guide to helping you with your investment decision making.
Yeah, it's super. If you like this kind of tool to use for whatever project you are tracking, you can try them out, get 25% off. I don't receive anything. It's not an affiliate link or anything, but they will give you 25% off to try. Just use the code Crypto Eri, and it's for anybody who wants to give it a try. I love these guys, and I think they have some of the most sophisticated tools out there. And they do stream live also, as they did this afternoon, so that you can get their analysis through the live streams, which I think is really helpful and interesting. Okay, this is at Giant Gox. He is on Twitter. He's part of the XRP community. And I didn't realize this, but he is translating all of Attorney Jeremy Hogan's videos for the Japanese community. And I can tell you, it is a lot of work. I've got it right now so that it is automatically by Google transcribing into English from his Japanese, but he has written every video out in Japanese. An unbelievable amount of work. Wow, this army is amazing. And if you looked at the top, I want to show you, if you looked at the top of his page here, he has Sho, which is a Japanese rapper who is pretty famous in the Tokyo area. He actually was born in a small mountain town of Takayama, and he started skiing at the age of 5. It's very common for kids to grow up on skis there because they get a lot of snow. And from the age of 17 to 21, he was actually the representative on the alpine ski team in Japan. But he had an injury at the Asian Games. And so after that, he kind of put his skis up and started rapping. And he has now become a very successful rapper. He's a very interesting personality. I really like his music, but this is the town that he grew up in. So conservative. It's that old charm of Japan, sometimes called the Little Kyoto in the mountains. Many of these buildings that you see on this street date back to the 1700s and early 1800s. It's just a 5-minute walk from the station. And the town itself has kept a lot of the artifacts and treasures. In fact, it has some ginkgo trees that are 1,260 some years of age. And what most people want to go and see is the Shirakawa. This is the thatched roofed homes. There are about 100 of them left, and they are scattered in and around the bottom of this mountainous area in a valley. Very picturesque, all seasons, maybe especially winter. So beautiful. And in this town, there are also a lot of inns. This is one that is a 4th generation inn. It is also one that has a hot spring. And this is the family. Actually, everybody is related here. These are the 3 sisters. And that is the eldest brother and the baby. And this is really such a sweet photo, but they ran into a little trouble, as a lot of small businesses have been running into lately, because the inn received many cancellations, and with all of the restrictions on businesses, they just really ran into some difficult times. So they thought about closing the inn, and the town just was so devastated because, like I said, it's been there in operation for 130 years. So, yeah, this is a picture of the meal that they'll bring you to your room when you stay there. Is that not the most beautiful arrangement of food you've ever seen? I'm sure it's delicious too. So what they did is they decided instead of closing, they would try Campfire, which is like Kickstarter. And they did this where they received 194% of their target. They were aiming just to get $30,000 to carry them through the season, so that in hopes that it would change and they could resume business as usual. Well, they received nearly 60,000 US dollars, and so they are just able to hang on a little bit longer and It's just a great place. I have not stayed there, but it is one from doing the research on this particular, there's a picture of it from 1945, just after the war. So I think this is definitely one I want to try, and the rooms looked fantastic. There are only 4 rooms in this particular inn. I think the service would be phenomenal. And then if you were to go up there today, this is just from August 15th. It's in the mountains. You can see the leaves are already changing. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.